Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. Hey, welcome back. This is Ray Ray All Day on YouTube. And also you can catch me on IG at All Day Ray Ray. Now, Real Housewives of Dubai. Pretty cute episode, funny episode. Girls got some little chuckles going on. I think I found out who Nina is and Sarah. I think I finally figured it out. Man, that was a little embarrassing, confusing. However, I got it. Episode 3. You know what they say about them charms? Real Housewives of Dubai. Thanks again for tuning in. And we're going to start off. Now, Lisa's fashion show for maternity is about to be on and popping. And she's also branching out into non-maternity wear. She's killing it with the help of her husband's financial backing, which is her financial backing. Of course, they're married, but he has definitely helped her, and she has definitely made a name for herself over there. And also Iman 2.0 is helping out. They are bosom buddies. And so they have similar iconic fashion ideas and they mesh well together. Now her fashion line is called Mina Row. I love the insignia. I love the logo. It's very sleek and it's not common. It's very unique. Now, what's real interesting is how they're gathering all these models. Now, of course, Iman 2.0, she has her own model agency, and of course, she's still working. That girl is bad, okay? Lisa has definitely found her niche in all of this fashion stuff, and I can't wait to see the rest. The girl is bad. She has great ideas, and she got it going on. Next, we have Caroline and Nina having some type of slumber party with their kids, and they're getting together, getting to know each other. They were talking about how at first they were, or maybe Caroline was more adamant about joining forces, so to speak. But luckily, they were both open enough to welcome each other into each other's spaces. And I mean, grown kids and Caroline's, teenagers and almost grown kids is mixed in with Nina's little kids. I'm like, okay. Usually, kids kind of mesh with each other of the same age, or the parents would mesh kids of the same age together. But they're just there, family with family, which is cool. And that whole scene was outrageous. I remember seeing that hotel, I think on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when they went to Dubai. So I think that is, anyway, probably one of many hotels with that ambiance, okay? It was beautiful. I would love to stay there. Next, we have Lisa, Iman 2.0, and Brooks having a lunch, a talk. The brown girls are having a lunch, a talk, okay? Well, actually, the black girls kind of, sort of, kind of are having a talk because the other girls are brown. Hello, lighter shade of brown. This is so cute, though. because both Lisa and Iman 2.0 and Brooks are all talking about how that horrible party went when um, Brooks and Caroline kind of teamed up on Iman 2.0, but Iman 2.0 came out guns blazing, talking about, I don't want to talk about this. I wasn't there. I don't care about it. That was a trip. But anyway, I think Brooks is a really good liar. She seems to say the right things to get her out of trouble, or to get the heat off of whomever else. Like, that situation with her and Stansbury and Caroline. Um, it was obvious to me, it was obvious that it was said, but how Brooks kind of changed the story up a few times to make believe that she originated the statement and she said it, not anybody else, was kind of cute. And she reiterated that this episode, right? But yeah, that was pretty heavy when Iman 2.0 started to discuss, the underlying issues. And she got a lot of baggage with her. So we ain't gonna go too far in on her. She's the most delicate of the group. At the same time, she can't be starting ish. It won't be no ish. Ain't that a song? Static. No. Static. No, won't be no static. Oh, don't start now. Won't be no. Okay. Just trying to figure something out. Anyway, Iman 2.0, right? Boy, she's a trip. She's a trip. But anyway, Lisa don't see it for Caroline. Lisa thinks Caroline should apologize to Iman 2.0. And I don't think so. I think that was a wash. I don't think they need to apologize. Well, they should apologize to each other, or just don't. Just agree to disagree and move the hell on. But no, one should not apologize to the other, as far as one had more accountability in the situation. They were both equally tripping, as far as I'm concerned, and equally shady. Yeah. So then we go to Sarah, and where she's talking about her life, her business, and how unconventional she is as an Arab, living as an Arab woman. Tattoos, I think she said 2 divorces, and plastic surgery, liberated. Oh, speaking of plastic surgery, Brooks went ahead in her confessional and says Sarah has had plastic surgery from head to toe. Now, Sarah looks wonderful. So that'll be real interesting to see. They did some side by sides. I really couldn't tell what was the difference. However, Brooks is shady in that way. Brooks is shady in that way. So anyway, Sarah talks about her business and some failures and successes. Take note, Winter, if you're listening, when you will see this, this is what you call a specialist, one who's had failures, but the successes outweigh the failures in that they have a story to tell. Now that's how you do it. Now back to Sarah. So, anywho, she's defying traditions and she loves it. She's, you know, feels great about herself and is the boss. And she's good with that. First, she was doing her business in cosmetics, hair, skin, and all those things. And then she moved into tech, and now she's more tech than cosmetics, and it's working out for her. Good for her. Wonderful. Next we have Caroline, and speaking of cosmetics, she says she's an ambassador of beauty, where she gets paid to look beautiful and do things to herself because she's the poster child, so to speak. And I saw some before pictures and after pictures, and she looks very much the same. Really, the hair color makes a difference, I think, from whatever that was to the Beach blonde now. I guess it's working for her. Not I guess, it's working for her. Next, Brooks is telling Caroline how Lisa insists on her apologizing to Iman 2.0. And Caroline's like, when hell freezes over, when pigs fly, all that, all that. I don't think so. Brooks is messy. And I think we said that 2 reviews ago. Brooks is messy, and I'm here for it all. Caroline apologizing, excuse me, is not going to happen. Caroline don't see it for Lisa. At the same time, like I mentioned, Lisa don't see it for Caroline. So that's going to be real interesting. But what was real, look more real or interesting, but was more interesting was when Brooks shaded Caroline about Caroline not being as poignant as Caroline believes she is. And I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder what that's about, because Brooks is riding for Caroline and vice versa. That doesn't sound like, it just sounds real shady, and it wasn't a like shade, it was a dig shade. So that's real interesting to see. Let's see what happens with that. So while at the fashion show, Caroline is talking with her boo about how why look about how why about why she ain't at Lisa's fashion show. Like, well, girl, if you don't want to be there, if you don't care about it, why are you talking about it? But because she'd rather be there than be at home with her husband drinking tea and whatnot. I know that for sure. But she ain't there. She's trying to make a statement. She's trying to, stand out in the crowd of housewives of Dubai. And she's creating a plot line, or has created a plot line, by refusing to attend. That's kind of, the typical, oh, I'm going to create something. So I'm just going to go against the grain and do me and explain later, or explain, just do something different from everybody else and make an impact and make sure it's in a big situation. Yes, that's a guarantee of a plot line and reunion talk. Possibly season 2, have it go any further. That's kind of cute though. But then Lisa's fashion show, it goes very well. Lisa says that Stanbury pays for followers, but she wishes her well with everything. I'm like, wow, that's kind of interesting. Interesting. Yeah, real interesting. But yeah, Lisa's show was a success. Um, Towards the end, Brooks brings up that Caroline not being there and everybody else is. Again, Brooks is messy. I think Brooks and Caroline is carrying this show and will carry this show, in that they are, just kind of covertly producing the show. That's what I think. But it's all good. I really like the show. How do you like the show? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I heard they're getting great numbers, and I really hope that goat makes it. Yeah, the goat. That tell you about the goat. The goat's still living, child. The goat, they done found the goat, and she put an APB out in the neighborhood, and the goat was found. So now they got the goat as a family pet, child. And she Jamaican. Everybody know goat eat by Jamaicans. That goat is living on borrowed time. Let that goat nip at one of her kids. It's gonna be curried by the nightfall. Hello. But anyway, I like Dubai. It's pretty cool. And let's just hope for a season 2. But let's hope for some more drama. Not too much. We ain't trying to commit no issues and create no international mishaps. But yeah, Dubai, season 1, episode 3. Moving on to episode 4, y'all. See you next time.